Hi guys, it's Ruby and we are back together for another scrapbook process video, and this video is going to be all about the page when we very first made it to our Airbnb in France. So we flew from LAX to Stockholm to Nice and then took an Uber, I think, to our little Airbnb, and my brother and his girlfriend and my good friend Olivia had already arrived. So my brother and his girlfriend had been traveling around beforehand, so they were already in Europe, and my really good friend Olivia had flown in from Chicago, I believe. And so we were on different flights. So she arrived a little bit before us, and we made it finally to our destination, and we were super excited to see everyone, and I snapped this really quick picture of my friend Olivia. So this was a little bit of a special moment I wanted to add to the album. So it's definitely, that was a big sneeze from my dog, if you heard that. She's hanging out with me while I record. But yeah, it was just a moment I wanted to document. This is going to be obviously pretty early on in the album, one of the first layouts. And I've been dabbling in some different color schemes lately. I've been trying to keep my layouts more spiced up. So I use a lot of pink in my scrapbooking. You probably know if you've seen a bunch of my videos. I'm not a big pink person in regular life with like clothing or decor or whatever, but it's a really popular scrapbooking color, and so I've learned to love it. But orange is not something, especially like a brighter orange, it's not something I usually use outside of my Thanksgiving scrapbook. But this photo, you can see there's pink cabinets in the background and this almost orangey looking wall because of the dark coloring, like it's dark lighting. But also, this place we stayed at was the quirkiest little artist's loft. The floors were painted as murals, the ceilings were painted as murals, the cabinets were pink, the bathroom was covered in the craziest mosaics. So it was pretty quirky, and it was really cool, but photographing it with regular life backgrounds, you kind of have all these weird colors to work with. But anyway, so I challenged myself to use more pink and orange. This is not the first pink and orange layout I've done. I've done a few. I don't know if I've posted all of them yet because I record them in random orders when it comes to voiceovers, just whenever I'm in the mood to do a bunch of voiceovers. So, anyways, I've done a bit of a layered background. So I have that stripy paper as my main background, and then a little bit of a tone on tone orange polka dot paper for maybe a third of it. And then I've used this corally with some orangey vines kind of to branch the two papers together. And now I'm using one of my border punches. This is like a hole puncher, and I don't use it very often, but I thought I would try it. And I've got some paper layers behind my photo already, but then I'm also adding this wider strip to sit behind the photos as well with a different orange polka dot print. And these are really random papers. That vine paper is really old. And then the other papers all came from different collections as far as I know. And there's my head. That's how you know it's serious work. Got my whole face in the frame. And so I'm just trying to get that all lined up nicely, and then adding the border strip. And then I'll add down that orange paper and then my photos. So that's something else in scrapbooking, is it sometimes can feel like if it's not a really wonderfully high quality photo, it feels like you shouldn't scrapbook it. But a lot of times a photo tells a story, and it might not be that the photo is the most quality of lighting and whatever angles or whatever. It's like, this is a really quick photo I took just right when I arrived, and I think I sent it to my family at home. But it felt important because it tells the story of when we very first arrived and the excitement. It was nighttime and after all this time of traveling. So I wanted to document it. And I do have a lot of really pretty high quality photos that I also have in my book, but it's just a combo of things. So I made a little tag for myself with that vine paper. Again, I wanted to incorporate it somewhere else. And then adding in a doily for some more layering. And then when I first added that doily, it was kind of a little bit of a stark contrast. There's a bit of white in that pink background paper, but I wanted to add it multiple places to make it feel more incorporated. So I added the two sections of the doily. I cut it in half. And then I start gluing some more stuff down. I don't know what I'm looking for, something. Oh, I found some glue dots. I used to use glue dots a while ago, but I found it a bit tricky to use them when I tried again. And I mean, they work. It's nice because they're pretty small, whereas um, cutting down the double-sided tape is kind of annoying sometimes. So I like to add something a little stronger than a glue stick, usually when I'm doing a lot of layers behind a photo. And then I glue down my little doily chunks. And I really love adding doilies. Ever since I got them, I've been adding them to so many layouts, as you've probably noticed if you've been keeping up. I've been posting a video every single day um, on my YouTube channel because I've just been scrapbooking so much with nothing else to do but stay home. And I probably won't continue doing that forever, but while I'm motivated and while I'm feeling it, I like to do that. So I'm going to continue doing that. So make sure you subscribe if you want to keep up with all of the layouts. I'm also hoping to do a few more videos that are different things. Like I'm going to do an album flip through when I finish this album. And I'm also going to do an album flip through of my Thanksgiving album when it gets a little bit closer to Thanksgiving. And I did just record a DIY embellishment video that I will post. But yeah, so if you have any suggestions of other kinds of videos you might be interested in seeing, let me know. And then I had to use tweezers to peel the backing off my double-sided tape because I recently chopped all my nails off. So now they're too short to peel the backing off. And then I stuck that tag behind a photo, or the photo layers, and I made sure to scooch it in so that I could fit a little bit of ribbon through the hole of the tag. But then I forgot to put the ribbon in, so I will do that another time. And now I'm looking for some more embellishments. I do really like the way it's looking so far. I love, as you know, a cluttered up area where one spot on the page is super condensed with stuff and the rest of the page is a lot more open. I think it's just, I like the way it looks. I don't know. And it's a left side of the page layout, which we always love. I tend to have a lot of layouts on the bottom right. So when I can do a left side layout, I do. Because if I have all my photos on the bottom right of the page, it's going to look weird in my album because a photo that's on the bottom right might just look better on the right page protector when you open the book. So I try and switch it up when I can. I do some centered layouts, and this one's to the left. So yeah, and now I'm adding some rub-ons. So I've got some different shades of pink rub-ons. So I layered them over the orange, which gave it an even different look. And I think I added another one, yeah, down there. Just rubbing them on. And I'm going through this, now that I started using it, I'm going through this little pack of rub-ons quickly. So I'm definitely going to need to get some. And now I'm going in with my little trusty dusty wood veneer arrow stickers. And I think they have gold on them. Or no, maybe these are orange ones. I think that's why I decided to use them. Yeah, so they have little orange arrows on that, and I thought I don't use orange a ton, so I should use it while I'm doing an orange background. And then, of course, I've got to break out my sticker book because it has all of the colors. And I just flip through this. I wonder how many times you guys have watched me flip through every single page in this book multiple times. I feel like I do that all the time. Every time I get it out, I have to flip through it 100 times to make sure I don't miss anything. And we're still flipping. I must add something from this book because there's so many stickers. I have to find something that works. What's that say? A little circle, a pink circle that probably says something on it that I can't read. And some florals. And these guys had some blue petals that I didn't want to incorporate, so I just trimmed them off. And because it's a really sheer sticker, it's not super noticeable. And I think I also cut this in half. And then, yeah, I did. So I cut the florals in half and stuck them on two different parts of the page. And I ended up doing kind of two embellishment sections, if I remember. It's kind of the left side of the photo and then the bottom right. I think, oh, maybe it's more of the top right. I guess I have a bunch of embellishment areas. It's almost like there's 4. It's like the top left corner, a little bit below on the right side. Excuse me. And the bottom left corner. I really hope you can't hear the barking in the background. My Two of our dogs are outside just barking their heads off at who knows what. And then again, I'm adding one of those little checklist flags. This is a planner notebook sticker pad. So there's all of these different checklist flag things, and there's little hearts. And so I just pretend it's a cute decorative sticker and use it that way. And then here I'm adding a bunch of these little dots. They're like, I think you'd put them next to a reminder like, oh, the heart is maybe for a date or something special. And I just flick them around like they're little enamel dot type of just scatterings. And then I stuck a little love banner, and then this one says adventure, which maybe isn't very appropriate because we're standing inside of an Airbnb, but it's kind of the adventure is about to begin of our vacation and our trip. So it kind of works. And also it was just the right color, so I went with it. And now it's time for some letter stickers, and I think I was like having a hard time picking letter stickers. But I have these ones in the book. And I also didn't know what I wanted to make the title. Because I didn't want to say Welcome to France because I've had other titles like that. And I also just, before that, did my From Amsterdam to Nice layout. If you haven't seen that one, I will link it down below. So I went with We Made It. And I decided to use these gold flat stickers that were in this book. I've used the little tile stickers on the next page. There's like pink and teal tiles. And I've used those a bunch, but I haven't used these at all. And I wanted to do something subtle. And I kind of think I was avoiding adding gold to the layout because I didn't want it to be like an afterthought, and I hadn't used it yet. So when I went in and added these for the title, I went back and added some other gold elements to make it look more intentional and less of an afterthought. I feel like I need more colored alphabet stickers because I have mostly gold. I have some white and some silver, but I have a lot of gold, or ones with gold elements on them. So I want to get some more colors. So then, because I have the gold added on, I want to add some other gold elements. So I added a gold heart, and then I went in with some other gold accents, if I remember correctly. Flipping through this guy again. It's a really exciting thing to watch. And then I have those pink letter stickers. But I don't remember if I actually used, I don't think I actually ended up using them. I thought about it, but I didn't. I was going to put like the location, but I decided I didn't know where I was going to put it that would look right, so I just skipped it. Maybe I didn't. No, I don't think I had them. No, I don't. I keep trying to, but I don't. So gold Heidi Shine is a good way to add some more of that metallic accent. Good little sprinkling of that, and that is all I put. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment for future requests. Happy scrapping, everyone.